Welcome to the Raw Sanity Show. Please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment. Thanks. We're going to talk about the Kyrie Get Me 2 points Irving, and also we're going to touch on Jay Will's question, which I believe is a fair one, from the Keyshawn, Jay Will, and Mike show, and Stephen A. opinion on should the Nets hire Ime Udoka. So Kyrie Get Me 2 points Irving has gotten himself into somewhat of a complicated mess of a situation. And some people have said that he's just trying to educate people in his own way. He's trying to find out about his history. Okay. What I'm about to say might be a little apples to oranges and not apples to apples, but I'm going to say it anyway. Think about this question. When some people have their rebel flag on their house or their truck, how do you feel? Remember, they haven't said a thing, they're just flying their flag. How do you feel? I know that's somewhat of apples to oranges and not apples to apples. All right, let's continue. So, tweeting something with no explanation, granted, you don't have to give an explanation if you don't want to, but when you don't give an explanation, you're allowing more speculation to creep in about why you tweeted what you tweeted. Why you tweeted what you tweeted. So now here comes the media, and they're going to come because that's the rules of the NBA, which I really don't agree with. But you have to talk to the media. And he had to know he was going to get questions on what he tweeted. Common sense should have told him that. When the questions started to come, he answered, "Well, I didn't create the movie, but you tweeted it, dude." He also said the movie had some unfortunate falsehoods in it, and he did say some things are questionable and untrue. The sticking point, though, came when Kyrie was asked the simple question, "Do you have any anti Semitic beliefs?" That was the question. And all he had to say is no. That's if he doesn't have those feelings. But he didn't say no. He did say, "I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life." Then he said, "I cannot be anti Semitic if I know where I come from." Then later on, he was suspended. Then he put up on his Instagram an apology. But is it too late? Now let's touch on Jay Will's question. Jay Will asked a question I thought was very fair. Just for the record, I'm not trying to deflect by bringing this point out. The question is, where is that same attention and energy for the platform that is promoting it and profiting off of it? William asked that question Wednesday on ESPN. He stated, "I didn't hear any of that talk around Jeff Bezos and Amazon. I hear everybody spewing their anger towards Kyrie for taking a picture of it and tweeting about it. The American Jewish Committee is paying attention to it. The American Jewish Committee, one of the nation's largest Jewish organizations, has now launched a petition urging Amazon to remove the film." Okay, so let me say, I'm not anti-Semitic. Now let's get to some basketball talk regarding the Nets. So the Nets have been through a lot with Kyrie. In my humble opinion, it's time for the Nets to move on. But when Kyrie tried to move on from the Nets, they either didn't want to trade him or didn't find the right trade, or Kyrie didn't find the right trade. Then KD wanted the coach and the GM fired or be traded. Then he changed his mind and came back. Then it was said that he didn't want to play with Kyrie, get me 2 buckets Irving. Now Steve Nash is out, and I believe Nash really wanted out because he was wore out with the insaneness that was going on with the Nets. Now the Nets is supposed to be looking to hire Ime Udoka. who Stephen A. believes is the right hire. Let's listen.
Agree. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Brooklyn Nets are every bit the disaster that Mike Wilbon says that they are. Nobody is denying that. But last time I checked, this is about your basketball franchise, and you need somebody who can coach, who can galvanize the troops, who can get the most out of the pieces around them. And we saw a guy by the name of Ime Udoka come into the NBA and do in 1 year what Brad Stevens couldn't do in 8 as a head coach for the Boston Celtics. And Brad Stevens was a damn good coach, okay? And he couldn't get them into the finals. And Ime Udoka did it his very first year as a head coach. This man has incredible basketball pedigree. He is considered an elite coach already. And I have the opportunity to get that, and I'm going to pass on it. Why? I understand his actions were immature. It was juvenile. It was inexcusable. Hell, he deserved to be fired. But last time I checked, he didn't commit a crime. They said he had a consensual relationship that violated organizational policy. That sounds like a Boston Celtics issue. Make sure it don't happen here in Brooklyn, but coach this damn team. That would be my position.
Desperate time calls for desperate measures, according to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. said they need somebody who can coach, and most would agree Ime can coach and would get the Nets to be a better defensive team. So at the end of this circus that the Nets are right now, the question is, with or without Kyrie Irving, can this Nets team make the playoff? I say yes, I think they can with KD, and if they hire Ime, they will make the playoff. Thank you for taking time out of your time to watch the show. Once again, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment. Raw Sanity, signing out.